What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you can see by the box here, we are bringing you another Adidas Yeezy review. Like I promised you guys when I did the upcoming releases video, I said that will be bringing you reviews on any of the sneakers that I managed to get W's on. Luckily for me, I managed to get a W on the Yeezy boot Rock Runner, so I'm bringing you that review. But without further ado, let's get into it. So then here's the actual shoe box, boot box, whatever you want to call it itself, straight out of the box. That came in the mail. Here we have the Desert boot print just written on the top here in capital letters, like with a typical Yeezy box, like what we get with the Slide and the 350. On the side here we have Yeezy Desert boot, again made by Adidas, and the little Adidas logo there, the same on the bottom there. Round the side we just have Yeezy Desert boot written and the Adidas logo again at the bottom with the sizing and just the barcode. I picked these up in a UK 11, which is a US 11 and a half. So let's get these out of the box. Out of the box then, here they are. And it's actually the first time I've had the Desert boot in my hand. I've never seen these actually in real life. This is the first time I've had my hands on them, the first time I've also saw them as well, other than on the internet. First impressions then, they seem like a quality sneaker, to be honest. I know this is a boot and not actually a shoe, but these do seem extremely solid. I can't actually bend that whatsoever. That is a really good quality boot. Obviously we're starting on the bottom. We've got the Adidas logo just here. It's quite a plain bottom for a boot really. Obviously we've just got sort of the little slants in there all the way down the shoe like we have in the Yeezy Slide. And then just the Adidas logo on the bottom with little bits of grip there. Not actually what I would expect the bottom of the boot to look like. I did know it looked like this, I saw it on some images, but I thought that was actually flat all the way across, but it has got sort of a little groove in between there where the Adidas logo sits. As we move up to the side of the sneaker, it just looks like a regular boot, to be fair. I think it looks quite similar to the Balenciaga track boot. They did a boot and I do think it does actually look similar to this, and I think this might actually be a great alternative because it is obviously a lot cheaper. As we're moving up, we've sort of got this wavy design around the bottom then before we move up into sort of the midsole. Again, very solid sneaker, quite soft, but again a solid design. And then we move up onto this part here. The colours are changing slightly. We've got sort of the browny earthy colours, very Yeezy type colours on the bottom here, and then we move up to sort of a lighter brown as we go to the mesh, which is on the side here, which you wouldn't want to get dirty because it can be difficult to get it out. I get quite Yeezy 500 vibes off this from sort of the midsole upwards. I think they should have called it the 500 boot because it is a lot like a Yeezy 500, and I've seen a lot of people saying that on the internet as well. And yeah, I think it just does look a lot like a Yeezy 500. Moving around to the front of the shoe, obviously this is sort of a suede material, so you're going to have to be careful with that. And then we've just got the mesh going up here, and the suede continues up the side of the laces there. Obviously we've got a very earthy coloured browny lace, which is nice, and then for the tongue we've got the mesh which runs all the way up, and then a reflective strip which runs all the way down the middle here. As we move on to the other side, it is virtually exactly the same. We've just got the mesh here, and then this here, I'm not sure if you guys can actually see that, but I'll insert a picture of them where it is being reflected. That is like a reflective strip, and that runs all the way round to the back of the shoe and down to the other side. So we've got two reflective pieces on here. We've got the piece that runs around sort of the middle of the boot itself, and then we've got the reflective piece that I mentioned on the tongue there. From the top, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's sort of a weird shape as we go round to the back. It looks quite cramped actually. I've not had this on foot yet, so I will give you my opinions when I've had it on, but it does look quite thin at the back for a boot, and then going out wider as we get further down the shoe. But it does seem very high quality here. The material, they've definitely not gone and skimped out on these. These are a great pair of boots, and they are great quality as I've had them in hand. I know I have said this about a lot, but this is amazing, and as we should expect as well for the retail price of these shoes. Nothing really much on the inside that I've got to mention. The tongue is quite a thick, high quality tongue on the inside. We've just got this size there. These are actually made in India, and I didn't realise that until I've just read that. But they are really good, high quality shoes, and it says UK 11 made in India, and then you've just sort of got the Adidas logo on the inside, and I'm really impressed with this quality, to be honest. They are really, really good. Even the suede on the front is good quality. Obviously you're going to have to be careful with that if you guys are going out in them, because this is sort of very much a winter boot, so if you're wearing that outside and it's muddy, you're going to have to be careful of that. But it's nothing that a bit of Sneakers ER can't sort out for you if you guys get your hands on that. So without further ado, I'm just going to cut to some on-feet shots of this, and then I'll come back and give you guys my verdict on how they fit. So they were the on-feet shots of the Yeezy Desert Boot Rock, and I'm really impressed with these guys. I did just want to mention one thing though. When I was getting them on, I did find it a little bit difficult to actually get them on initially, because I didn't mention this because I didn't actually notice it in the start of the review. But just here we've got sort of this elasticated band which holds the tongue into the boot itself, which did make it slightly difficult for me to actually put it on. When it was on though, it did fit perfectly. I'm glad that I did size up to the UK 11. I am normally a UK 10 on the slightly bigger side. I would occasionally go for 10.5 in some sneakers, but I did go up to an 11 in this because I don't think they did half sizes. I'm not 100% sure though. I think maybe I would have got into a UK 10, but just getting it on made it really difficult for me, even in the 11, so I'm glad that I didn't actually size down. I'm glad that I did size up. My toe only came to sort of here, so maybe I would have gone a size down if I would have really had to, but I would definitely recommend that you guys do size up, because that's what I did, just to be on the safe side, and it's always better than having a sneaker too small is to have it too big, which is a little bit better. Anyway, overall opinions on the shoe. I haven't mentioned the price yet, but I paid £170 for this when it released on the 14th of March, and I'm glad that I actually got them at retail. They are a solid sneaker, and I think they're definitely worth the retail price. The resale on these is touching sort of 220, which is quite a high price, but for a shoe like this, it's definitely worth it. It's not that much above the retail, 220 to 170. It's not that much of a big difference. And if you guys did want to get your hands on a pair, then I would definitely recommend it, just in case the price does go up when we go towards winter. Obviously, in the UK right now, we are going towards summer. It is just around the corner, so I won't be wearing these right now, but I'm definitely going to be putting these away into my wardrobe, ready to wear them when we do get back into the winter season, because these are an amazing shoe. And as you guys know, I do love the Yeezy colourways, the natural colourways. The very earthy colours go with a lot of my outfits, as you saw on the on-feet shots video. I mixed them with my joggers and with my socks. I absolutely love them. Overall, I think they're a solid sneaker. I like the suede, I like the design, I like how it looks like a Yeezy 500, and I just think they're definitely worth the retail price. As far as resellers go, if you guys are reselling sneakers, I don't think it's worth you picking these up, because, like I said, selling them to StockX at the moment, if I sold these to StockX, I would actually be at a loss. If I sold them to StockX, I would get around £197, but obviously after the fees and postage and everything taken into consideration, then I wouldn't actually be at a profit. I'd probably be at sort of maybe a £20, £30 loss maximum. So I'm definitely not going to be selling these. I'm going to be putting those away in my wardrobe, and I'm going to be wearing them when it gets towards winter. But I think that's all mentioned for these guys. If you guys did want to pick them up, make sure you're just going on eBay, StockX, and just offering as low as possible. I think you'll be able to get these as close to retail as possible, because they're not that much of a hyped shoe. I saw these on the Adidas website for around 5 hours after the initial release on the Confirmed app. I actually got these in a W on the Confirmed app, and they didn't sit around in this size. Obviously, I think people would just be picking these up for personal Oh, sorry about this, guys. I did forget to mention. When it's on feet, it is slightly a weird shape. I know I mentioned at the start of the review before I had it on feet. It is a slightly weird shape at the back, and I saw a few people saying this on Instagram, on Twitter, and in other YouTube videos. And it is a slightly strange fit. When you have it on, it does initially feel quite strange at the back, but once I'd walked around in these for a little while, I did find that improved, and they are a really comfy boot. Definitely something that I'm going to be keeping, and I absolutely love it. So make sure you drop a like, comment, share, subscribe. If you did enjoy today's video, please share it with your friends. It means a lot to a channel like ours, and we're going to be bringing you obviously more sneaker content, more streetwear content, whatever you guys want to see. Just drop it in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to reply to you guys there. And if you did have anything else you want to talk to us about, you can obviously contact us on our business email, and our reply should be really quick. But thanks for that, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and goodbye.